Hey everybody, I am so excited about the next little treat that I'm going to show you how to make. When I saw these things, I was like, oh my gosh, they're so cute. So look at these little hedgehog cookies. Aren't they adorable? All right, they are pretty easy to make and I think you're going to love it. So let's get started. The first thing that you have to do is you're going to make the cookie part. And I'll have to tell you that I actually tried to figure out a way to make this easier where if you didn't have time to make the cookie part, maybe you could just use pre-made cookie dough like Pillsbury sugar cookie. And I tried that, but what happened was the sugar cookie actually, even when I shaped it into the ball, the shape of the little hedgehog, it actually just flattened out. I was a little surprised by that. But then I was like, all right, no fear, because I actually feel like I have the best little sugar cookie recipe. What I love about this is you don't have to put it in your refrigerator. There is no wait time. You just make them, you just mix them all up, and then you can shape them, and they are delicious. This is actually my friend Janae Bozeman recipe, and I love it. So let's go ahead and get started making that. And the first thing that you need to do is you're just going to take let's see, it's 1 cup of sugar and 2 sticks of butter softened. And you're going to mix these up until they get creamy. Mix this up. And I'm going to grab my little spatula while that's going. Actually had to make some pumpkin bread earlier today, and so I had my spatula in the dishwasher. All right, so let me move these little hedgehogs over, and I'll show you what this looks like when butter and sugar are creamed together. This is what you get. Okay. All right, so the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna add an egg. So you just need 1 egg. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm gonna mix this up. Now, you know what I was just thinking? I have had some people say to me, Miss Annie, do I have to have a fancy mixer? And no, you don't. You can just use a hand mixer. I had that for the longest time. So it just takes, your muscle. That's all. Okay, so now that part is mixed up. All right, now we're just gonna add the dry ingredients. So all you need is 2 3/4 cups of flour, and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And mix this up. And when you're mixing it up, I wish you could see inside my bowl. Maybe someday I'll get fancy like that. But it's gonna feel like it's not even mixing together. And then, because it's gonna look really crumbly, but then as you mix it more and more, it'll all start to come together. Yeah, I've got a few things on the side, so I'm gonna get that down off the side. But you can already tell from the way that it's sticking to these beaters, like this dough is just so easy to work with. Mix it up just a little bit. Okay. Looks good. Okay. Now, I'm going to move everything away so I can have this space. Let's see the dough. Okay. All right. So next what you do, ooh, I promise, you never know what's going to happen. All right. So next what you do is we're going to just shape this cookie dough. Okay, and it's so easy. It's so easy to work with. So I'm going to use, I've got 2 scoops here, and I'll show you both ways. Okay, but here's 1 scoop. Okay, and you can make little hedgehogs. All right, so you just kind of want, you're just going to shape it in your hand. And then you just press, kind of bring the point down, like this. All right. And now I think I'm going to use my bigger scoops. All right. Roll it around. Okay, and you just want to make that face, and you know they have just a little pointed little face. Okay. So I'm going to do this for you a few more times because I have already done a batch of these and baked them. Okay. See that? All right. I'm going to put these aside because I've already made some, and when they come out of the oven, they look like this. Okay? All right. Now I'm going to get my chocolate. I love these sheets. I've told you guys about these before. They kind of take the place of wax paper. If you go on my website, you can actually look at what my favorite things are, and you can order straight from the website. Okay, so I'm gonna put these down. Got my cookies. Okay, the next thing I need is I have taken about a cup of pecans and I chopped them up. And if you don't have one of these, they're pretty great. So this is what it looks like. I had it in my, I actually had it in my sink. Okay. And then what you do is you put your pecans down and you chop. It's a hand little. But I've already done that with these pecans. I think you can order that from my website also. I think I've got that there already. Okay. Now you know the chocolate that I love. And I just used the last of it, but this is almond bark that I get from Walmart, and I love it. And so I've already put it in the microwave. I took 2 little cubes and I put them in the microwave. Okay, for 30 seconds, and then I stirred it around, and then another 30 seconds, stirred it around until it gets melted. All right, now you're gonna have to practice a little bit maybe, and don't expect these little things to be perfect, but you know, they're pretty easy to do. I think you're gonna love doing these. All right, so this is all you do. you just take your cookie, and I kind of tip my bowl so that the chocolate runs down to the, and then you just stick your cookie in. You do both little sides. I didn't do the bottom, okay? So there you go. And then you take your pecans and you roll your cookie in it, okay? You see that? And then you put it down. Now, I could have done a better job on that, and my little nose came off, but that's okay. I'm going to do it again. All right, this time I'm not going to bring it down as far. All right, you got it? Okay. And take your little pecans, roll it around in there, and then just lay it down. Do another one. Actually, and I'll put them here closer so you can see a little bit better. And you can put this down, and if the chocolate's not getting on it the way you want it to, you can just kind of sprinkle it like this too, okay? Got two more. Okay. Lay it down right here, sprinkle. I'm going to turn it this way so you guys can see. Okay. Then all you do is you take a toothpick, and here they are. You take a little toothpick and you draw their little face, okay? So I'll try to move this down even further so you can see. But with the toothpick, I just put a little bit on the end. And then I put just a little dab on the end. I kind of drew it. And then, that was a little. I'll turn this around so you can see. Now you'll let these dry, and some of the pecan is going to come off, okay? That doesn't get stuck by the chocolate, but that's okay. I like to do the nose first. Let's see, and I'll do all these little noses, I think. Ooh, that little end came off. Let me get this one over here. Okay. And then you just do a little eye, little eye, little eye, little eye. Just gonna give out. I'm not sure why that end is coming off. That hasn't happened. I've made a bunch of these, and I may have not just packed that in tight enough. Okay. All right, what do you think? Are they so cute? Okay. So I'm gonna let this actually be the end of my video, okay? Because this is all you do, and then you just let it dry, and then when you take them off, like I said, some of those pecan little crumbles are gonna fall off, and that's okay. And then you'll end up with these little cutenesses, and I love them so much. I took these to some friends the other night. Some of my girlfriends, we got together, and I took them, and they were like, these are so delicious. So I'm gonna taste one. These are so good. I think you're gonna love them. All right, please, if you make these, send me some pictures. I would love to see it. Maybe there's a way to do it that's easier than Miss Annie has done it, and try it. This is just the way that I know how to do it. You might figure out a better way. But this sugar cookie recipe, Christmas is coming up. I'll be making some cookies using this sugar cookie recipe because it's just delicious. So I hope you had fun today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, will you please share it with all of your friends and your family? And I just hope that you know how much I appreciate you being here. I can't even hardly believe it, but I have about 25,000 followers, and that's just simply because of all of you, and also my sweet Mama Sue. I hope you guys know that I am so grateful that you're here, and just remember that you can do hard things. Take care, everyone.